What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Sports Syndicate, where you know data meets dollars. How's everybody doing? God bless you all. Good morning. Thank you for coming back to watch a new video where we show you our analytical dashboard and give you an opportunity to access the dashboard. As you see in front of you, the cost to access the dashboard for the day is $12. We got 10 games on today's slate. Great value, a lot of value in these videos, and you're about to find that and see that today. All right. We're going to cover Cleveland versus Sacramento. Let me show you how to access the model. So first thing you do is you hit Daily Pass, buy Daily Pass. It will redirect you into the payment portal. It's imperative that you leave your email address just in case you forget your access code. I can send you your actual access code that I can verify based on your checkout. All right. When you do check out, you pay. It's going to redirect you into a success screen. It's going to show you your access code. Write down your access code or screenshot your success page. All right. But once you're into the model, you're into the model. From that point, you'll just hit start winning and you will be redirected directly into the model. So it's a one-click process. You're directly into the model. I'm going to show you what that looks like. But this is how you actually check out. All right. But make sure you have your email address so we can send you your code if there's any issues. Or, well, if you forget your code, there won't be any issues. But if you forget your code, that will be the only issue. All right. So let me show you how to access the model. All right. So you'll get redirected. But let's say you forgot your access code, or you wrote your access code and you're re-adding it to the dashboard. All right. So you will enter your access code just like this, and then it'll redirect you directly into the model as I stated. All right, just like this. All right, like I told you, the teams that we're going to go over, Cleveland, and we're going to go over Sacramento. So this is the game we're going to cover today. It's 10 games on the slate. So we're going to hit this button here. All right, then we're going to scroll down here, and as you see that the names change, you can filter by any team, but I'll get into that here in a second. Scrolling down is here, so we're going to jump into Cleveland and Sacramento. Now all projections will reflect that. All right, so if you're new to the channel, on the far left you can search by any player, you can search by any team, you can do these parlays here, recommended parlays by just one team, by two teams, by three teams, by the full slate, however you want to do it. I'll get to that in a second. You can search by position, you can search by minutes threshold. So if you just want guys over 30 minutes, that average over 30 minutes a game, then all you have to do is change this filter to 30, and then as you see, the players filter will change. All right, but we want the full roster, so we're going to get all 21. All right, down here is the best books and the best odds. So here you will find the best books and the best odds here. DraftKings, BetMGM, Caesars, FanDuel, Circa, Pinnacle, all that is here. All right, great value when you access this model. I use this model daily, successful, profitable. I would definitely highly suggest that you take an opportunity to try it out. Also, if you join the Discord, you get free access to the model, so you can try it out for free for the day. All right, that's absolutely free. If you refer a friend to the Discord, all right, you and your friend get an absolutely free daily pass. All right, so if you just want to try the model, just join the Discord. You can get a free daily pass. If you don't like it, you can walk. It's that simple. I highly doubt that you'll walk, but if you don't like it, you can try it out for free and then walk. All right, here's your bankroll manager. So here you can enter any bankroll amount that you want to start with, the percentage of your bankroll that you're willing to spend, and then of course the analytical dashboard will reflect that for you, and I'll show you that here in a second. All right, so we're going to keep this scroll down here. All right, well, no, let's scroll back up so we can give you the full dashboard here. So with this panel is retractable, so to speak, so you can just hit this button and boom, you got the full screen here. All right, so here's your daily matchups. We have Cleveland's roster at the top here. Here's Cleveland's roster. There's James Harden on the correct team, and we're going to scroll down here because he was just recently traded. Here's Sacramento. Here's Sacramento's roster. All right. Scrolling up to the top here, we're going to get into leaderboards. So when you have the full access to the model and you pay the $12, these leaderboards will change, but this is just for this matchup. So the leaderboards will show, the top leaders for everything. But here's your points, here's your assists, here's your rebounds, your steals, your blocks, your points, rebounds, and assists, your 3 points, your points and rebounds. So here's your leaderboards. All right. We also have odds for every one of these markets that you're looking at now. All right. Here's main projections. This is what I love about this model that I created. Here's your plus EV. You can search by any EV that you want, assists, rebounds, points, whatever you want, and it will channel this, will refilter it to what you like. All right, so just for this matchup, all right, here is all the plus EV plays just for this matchup. So just for this matchup, you have a ton of value and EV plays. No, not for this matchup. It's not a lot for this matchup. I like that. Look, it just minimized it. Boom. Here's your top EV plays for this matchup. Points, rebounds, assists. Mainly Donovan Mitchell and Sabonis is showing right now as your top EV plays for today. When you have access to the model, this fully populates. All right, but these are just the best. These are the best lines for these guys right now. Cleveland rebounds, Donovan Mitchell rebounds, and points and assists, things like that. When you have access to the full model, all this will populate with so much value. It's insane. Let's go to EV Center. EV Center, here is your alt line calculator. All right, it'll calculate any alt line. If you're in the alt lines and you like to change alt lines, then this is perfect for you. As you see here, you can enter any odds that you want. You can enter any line that you want. You can enter any market that you want, and you can select the over and under. And then it will also identify whether that is a good EV play or not. All right, so for this particular player, who is this? DeAndre Hunter. All right, his over is plus EV. All right, his under is negative EV. So this will change for any points or lines that you enter. All right, so the points or whatever market you enter, this will change. All right, so the EV will change, and it will give you a signal whether or not your alt line is a good play or a bad play. Double double and triple doubles. When you have the entire model and you access the entire model, you get double doubles and triple double for all players. All right, so if a player is projected to get a double double or a triple double, he'll show up here. For example, Sabonis, there's value in his double double for today. All right, but when you have access to the full model, all that changes. You have first basket logic. So you have the first overall basket. You got two markets in one. So you got the top overall first basket, then you have the top overall first team basket. All right. So this is two different markets that you can bet in. Great value here. We always hit first baskets. Best first basket logic in the game. I recommend the parlay. So the model will recommend parlays for you. So you just hit generate parlays when you access it, whether you have one team, two teams, 3 teams, 10 teams. And this is the only two-leg parlay that we have for this matchup right here. All right, this is the only one. Generally, it'll be more, but for this matchup, this is what we have thus far. Moving on, here's your top EV plays for this particular matchup. And as I said, only Donovan Mitchell and Sabonis have value when we ran the odds this morning at this time. I'll rerun the odds before I run out here and re-update it. Hopefully more guys will show up. But right now, these are the best EV plays. The lines are getting sharper, guys. They got models over there too, meaning the sports books. So, they're getting sharper. As they're getting sharper, we're redefining and we're getting sharper as well, as you guys know. So this is actually the entire dashboard. It is much better when you have the entire model. For bankroll building, all right, and that's what I was saying earlier. Let's say you're starting out with a $50 bankroll, all right, and you only want to use 50% of your bankroll, meaning tomorrow you're coming in at the minimum $25. We advise you to take 4 or 5 picks, and here will be your 4 or 5 picks. Any one of these 4 or 5 picks that you want, and then that will equal out to your bankroll management. And hopefully, generally speaking, you're going to win, 3 out of 4, or you're going to break even 2 out of 4. So however you see it, you're going to go 4 out of 4, 3 out of 4, or 2 out of 4. So you're always going to break even, or basically begin building your bankroll. I use this. It works perfect, and it helps me maintain and lessen the times that I need to deposit in the FanDuel. Only time I really deposit in the FanDuel is when I want to make a larger bet than what's in the bankroll. But basically right now, it's super building bankrolls. Anything else on this panel? Nah, that's basically it. But this game wasn't a good example. Well, it was a good example, but it just didn't show you all the EV plays. Well, it did show you all the EV plays. It's just not a lot today for this matchup. No other players are really shining except Sabonis and Mitchell right now. When I get home from work today, I will rerun the odds so everybody has access. Get fresh odds. Everybody like fresh odds. I like stale odds. Me personally, I like stale odds. Everybody like fresh odds. So I'll probably rerun it around 5 o'clock, like 2 hours before tip off, and get the closest lines that we get right there. But right now, this is the best times to play these lines, honestly, early in the morning before the actual correction takes place. So I would highly suggest grabbing the model as early as possible. I'll run it again right before I roll out, and then that way, hopefully more guys populate. But it is like 4 o'clock in the morning, so I will reprocess this and get us some more. But you really don't need that, because once you access the model, you got all these teams. So the EV for all these teams are just going to go crazy. Like, it's going to be crazy. And you can look at older videos to look at and see how that EV rises. So again, God bless you all. It is the Sports Syndicate. Happy betting. We out.